Yo! How's it going, everyone? It is that time once again. We are back for the Dokkan early stream. Got the data download today. Top grossing for global today. Exciting stuff. Enigma Dreams on the Twitch side. How's it going? How are you all doing over here on the YouTube side as well? Good morning, Jaren. Return of Skirk, Bringer, Drace, Dark FV. Jade Rex, Rocco, Preston Kitty, how's it going? Super Vegio, Carnage Forever, how you guys doing? I decided to coin Omega, nice. Well, the pity coins, yeah, well, obviously. I mean, what other coins can you get them with? That's pretty cool. So yeah, we got top grossing. Good old Macau. Well, even the US actually got top grossing. That's crazy. So 50 stones, physical orbs, AGL orbs. Some Kais, some keys. Sounds good. Player survey result announcement. Oh god. Oh wait, no, this was the one from the Twitter thing. Yeah, so yeah, long battles that require build up your strength. A 4-phase battle. Yep, so that's the one that's going to win. Man. I wanted a new short event. Battle of pure strength where items are not allowed. So items are not allowed, but enemies cannot impose restrictions. So there'll be no locking, at least. And then there'll be a mission to clear with all 5 types. Interesting. And yeah, weekly missions restart today as well. So tons of stones today. Yeah, the US got top grossing. It's usually literally just like Belgium, Macau, like all those random places. Usually not the US, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, I need to get Proton's data download thread up here. Yes. There's Proton. There's our boy. Data download global for 28th of July. Battlefield reset. When is this? 29th. So tomorrow. Yeah. So as expected, like the content is tomorrow. That one day of EZA announcements was early, and so it's following the normal cycle now, where it was more announcements yesterday, then data download today, and then content tomorrow. Yeah, it's fake. It's top grossing in action games, not of like every game. But I mean, we'll take it. We'll take any kind of top grossing. Right, so that's a nice little 54 stones just from logging in. Yeah, Prof, how's it going? I've accepted that I'm a whale now. I bought all the sales and I'm now at 8,260 stones. Damn. That is, whew. Nice. Nice. Will we get 675 more stones? Not. I would say not between now and the end of the celebration, no. I saw somebody post a tweet yesterday, because I think Truth liked it, because they added Truth. But someone posted a screenshot of their number of stones, like, just before, like, the day before it started. And then their number of stones now. And the celebration's given, like, they've got, like, 800 extra stones. But yeah, let's, this went off before, let's replay it. Brainbuster. Yeah, shout out to Jade Rex for re-upping their channel membership. Ningen Club member for 20 months. Let's go. Do a full rotation on Gogeta. Well, I think I am done with my summoning. I got all of the units. I've got a Dupin Rosé. As you can see, I have 149 stones. Obviously, when I do my dailies for the day, I will technically go back to... Well, I will have 150, but... Yeah, it's obviously... Now that I have all the new units, it is time to start saving for whatever's going to come next. I'm going to use my... When we get the next set of 50 tickets, I'm going to use them to try and get a... Brainbuster! Hey, shout out to Preston Kitty for gifting a channel membership. Shout out to Nephasus for receiving it. Apathy, how's it going? Mentioned in the Discord, my copium levels tell me Super 17, Super Easy A, or Super Easy A, or Easy A, or Super Easy A this celebration. The perfect cooperation has Goku and 18 as a boss, and the Super Saiyan 4s are weak to artificial life forms. That'd be good. Yeah, if there's a part 3 banner, I'm going to be in real trouble, but I'm hoping there's not. But just like the anniversary, if there's an EX like there was with the Super Saiyan 3 Daima Vegeta, then yeah, I'm gonna be in trouble. But yeah, shout out to Preston Key for the gifted membership. Let's update this. Preston, oh yeah, Apathy says, Preston, give me your stones. And Preston says, if you accept a membership, I will. Anto still out here. Apathy still out here dodging. Anto as well, to be fair. Yeah, Daima Super Saiyan 4 Goku for EX. That would be horrible because I want the giant 8 power buffs like as much as possible. So if they dropped a Daima Super Saiyan 4 Goku as the EX, I would really want to get him. But I've got no stones. So that would be brutal. But yeah, I'm going to get up the data download stuff here. I'm going to have to record the data download video like during the stream because I'd like to get it up as soon as possible, and I'm going out after the stream, so are the panel missions updated as well? No, I don't think so. Yeah, no, there's still question marks. Although one of them is clear phase 1 of stage 5 of the Corporation Battle thing, but the other ones are still question marks. There's missions for the Super Easy A's. So there's a stage for beating stage 30 of the Destined Rivals Saga Easy A, which I'm guessing is the Vegeta and Goku Super Saiyan 4 one. You just gotta like replay it once, I guess. And then you just get like all the medals for the sub Easy A's.
Alright, let's do this.
Interesting. Yeah, how did, if anyone summoned with top grossing, let me know if you got good luck. Christopher over on the Twitch side, how's it going? Kaioken style, after getting shafted a lot by Omega, finally got him. It's kind of disappointing and cool at the same time. The funny thing is, I kind of know what you mean. Like, I kind of agree. Like, Omega is cool and fun, but also disappointing at the same time. Like, he's the villain leader that we needed. Like, we got a lot of, we can make some cool villain setups and stuff now, but obviously he's not as strong as Gogeta, or I would say Rose, probably even all the Blue Boys, to be honest. In terms of his overall kit, like his individual strength, I think he's probably the weakest of the 4, but I don't necessarily think that makes him the worst of the 4, or if he is, it's not by a very large margin, because his leader skill and the support that he gives to his team is so good that he is still obviously very good. It's just, in terms of his own kit, like his own passive and everything, I would say that the other characters from the celebration are better. Prime Battle Daima Super Saiyan 4 Goku, man, that would be... You think people complain about stuff now? Oh boy. That'd be so funny though. They do the mini one as like a free-to-play unit and then drop the like proper adult one randomly. Dokkan Battle base Daima Goku with a Super Saiyan 4, yeah, like active skill, and he has guaranteed additional normals. Break as in waiting for World Tournament and gonna go crazy. When is the content dropping? All the Easy A's and new stages and stuff seem to be out tomorrow. Yeah, part 3 will be a week-long World Tournament. Could you imagine? It's funny that we haven't had one for a while. But, I mean, big celebrations like this, we don't normally get one. There's been those, like, rare occasions where there was one during the anniversary. But I think the last time that happened on JP, it was only because it got delayed. I can't remember why. And so then when it was postponed, and so then when it did happen, it was during the anniversary. But that's not something that they usually do. I mean, World Tournament does give stones, yeah. So is Dokkan just going to drop 3 versions of Omega Shenron and be like, good luck with links? There's only 2. The new one and the STR Super Easy A. Because then you got Tech Sin Easy A and the Int Shadow Dragons Easy A. Because the Battlefield LR, they're called like Legion of Shadow Dragons or something like that, so they do have a different name. So really, it's like they, I guess, want you to be running Omega slot 1 and then the STR Omega Super Easy A slot 3. Give us a month-long World Tournament. Man, could you imagine, like, the people who do grind for, like, that #1 spot, if the World Tournament was, like, a week long, how many points, like, overall they would get? And how far ahead of, like, not regular, normal people, like, they would be. That would be insane. One thing I do wish, people have talked about this for ages, right, that they would add is the thing, a summary at the end that shows you if you've got like links go up or anything. Because if you're not looking at them like at that exact second when the link levels come up, then you don't know and you have to like manually check. Otherwise you accidentally take a character that's just got his last link back into the stage. Yo, Nemu, how's it going? I won't drop the event required to get the 2 rainbow tickets that appeared. It should be, that is coming tomorrow. I'm finding myself thinking Omega is the only one that needs dupes. He doesn't do good at 55% tanking wise. Yeah, I think in terms of tanking the big hits from the bosses, Omega might be the worst. It probably would have made sense to get a dupe for him, but because he's the Dokkan Fest one, he's going to be back on banners more that you'll be summoning on, like for the most part. That's why I decided to get a dupe for Rose, because like depending on who the next Carnival LR that comes out, I mean Rose probably won't be featured on a Carnival banner again until the next anniversary anyway. Nice, we just get like almost all of the weekly missions done already. It's pretty good. Was there new missions in here, or is it just because it's all of these and I've never like, yeah, I didn't like scroll down or anything. Bruh. Shout out to all the people that actually like painstakingly sat and went through all of the old Dokkan, like every single Dokkan event again, just to get like the missions to have a bunch of spare medals. TM was an outlier. They immediately put him in the pool of unfeatured units. For yellow coin LRs, they always do that because TN's not a carnival. TN's just a yellow coin LR. So that's one of the things we were saying about when we were talking about like summon or skip for TN, is the fact that he would be unfeatured in the carnival banners for the GDC. Like that was always going to be a thing because he's just a yellow coin LR. It's characters like Kale and Caulifla that release as a separate, like, you know, just a single, not dual fest or anything like that, just a single carnival LR. So it's like, when will Kale and Caulifla come back on a banner again? Who knows? But yeah, this now has been updated from being a question mark. So this is for beating stage 5 of the special battle, but the team battle. But as you can see, if you try and go to it, the event's not available because it's being updated with the new stage that's going to come out tomorrow. So... And then, yeah, this is the Destined Rivals Saga 3 one. So the mission that they've added is just to beat stage 30 and you'll get all of the sub-EZA medals, which is interesting. So... Greatly reduced damage from target types, AGL Tech in. So it's STR physical. Oh, no, it's STR physical of super and extreme. So it's just super AGL, super tech, super in, extreme. So it's just AGL, tech, and in artificial life forms. This is a team that probably hasn't had buffs in ages. Artificial life forms. And it was AGL tech in. Well, we got the int gammas, I suppose, that we didn't have before. Int fat boo. I guess Buhan having the updated thing. Super EZA. Actually, to be fair, that probably is like the best team for this event now. It's just making like the Boo team. Because you've got like Super EZA Buhan probably just one-shots all of the most of the phases, I would imagine. Super Boo is going to be able to hit both of them. Tech Evil Boo. And then just throw on like... Oh yeah, we can't use Tech Buhan because of the same name thing. Yeah, just throw on that guy and hope that he doesn't get hit.
Alright, let's do this.
I don't know why I'm doing this now. But yeah, in theory, doing this, like just doing this here and beating this stage, once the missions go live tomorrow, this will then complete the mission to give you all of the medals for the sub-EZAs. I feel like my light is like really dim. But yeah, the missions are out tomorrow, so... Oh, it's on auto. Of course it is. Well, it's too late now. Taro and TN characters were a good Dokkan investment in hindsight. Yeah, they're good for the new events as well. I did the Dokkan Fest medal missions because I hate if I miss time limited missions. It's worth it since I got my first copies of AGL Omega and Physical Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. Yeah, that's the thing, is like at least it's good for like at least when random Yellow Coin and Carnival LRs come out and stuff. And it's like, you need all these medals from all these random events. It's like, well, I have loads of those from doing all of this. Because you get like 28, don't you, from the missions. And because you've played the stage once to actually beat the mission, then you basically end up with like 35. Which is usually how much you need for the steps of an EZA Awakening. It'll be like, for an LR Awakening, it's like 35 medals from this event, 35 medals from this event. Right. Yeah, it's annoying that it gives Bootanks as the friend leader, because obviously the event is, like, they take no damage from physical enemies, from physical characters, so Buhan being on the team is like completely pointless, basically. Never got the chance to watch the last live stream. If you're playing Days Gone, did you enjoy the game? Yeah, I really enjoyed it. It's a shame there's not a sequel. I got the proper, like, the little extra ending bit where you meet up with the... I've forgotten his name now because it's so long since I played it, but where you meet up with the guy that you've been talking to on the radio, and you find out that he's, like, sort of infected, but it's like a weird new strain where he's got, like... He's obviously still in control, but has become, like, a superhuman almost. It's weird. But yeah, it's a shame that they didn't do a sequel. And then obviously they not long ago announced that they're doing like the remaster, which I think is out already maybe. And obviously everyone was disappointed there wasn't a sequel announcement because, yeah, a sequel would definitely be fun. I really liked it. How's everyone feeling about the 44% summon? They should have made the banner like 19 unfeatured units and the one featured. I mean, I don't think it really matters too much. I mean, obviously, if you don't get the new character, I guess you're going to be disappointed if the character you do get is one that's really old and terrible. But at the end of the day, like we talked about on the podcast, whilst it's not as good as like the anniversary Purunga, like here is literally just a unit for free guaranteed. Like a 44% chance to just get the new unit for free is pretty good. Because it's not like the missions are super hard or anything, so that it basically is free. Obviously I got lucky and did get Gogeta, so you know, you can call me biased I suppose, but I mean at the end of the day I always say this, even about the banners, that those ones that we get, like, you know, like during the worldwide where we'd get like 66 tickets and you just get like all the featured units are just crappy like banner units. Even then, I would say that, you know, this is still good, guys, because it's free summons. Like, still potentially a chance to get something that you didn't have, like, you know. But yeah, shout out to everyone who's here at the stream. We got 65 people in the stream and 17 likes on the stream. So we've got about 50 people in the stream right now that have not liked the stream. Do go ahead, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. We've managed to maintain our buffer of staying above 30,000 subscribers. It still keeps going like up or down 1 or 2 here and there, but we are currently at 30,009. So the more we can get that buffer like pushed up, the less likely it is we will drop that back down again. The problem is if you don't get it, you feel absolutely scammed. Well, again, this is what we were saying on the podcast. I mean, I get if you don't get it, I think the right way of saying it is if you don't get it, you feel really disappointed. But obviously scammed is like you know, it's a free summon. Like you can't be scammed by something that is free. But I think it's just the specific like word usage. But I absolutely get that like you'd feel super disappointed if you don't get it, because, you know, it is essentially like, it's not quite because it's 44% and not 50, but it basically is a coin flip, and like that is super disappointing. Like if somebody just gave you a coin and was like, flip this coin, and if you get heads, like I'm gonna give you this thing, and if you get tails you get nothing. Obviously it's going to be super disappointing if you get tails. Like that's, you know, I get that, but at the end of the day it's still a cool like little extra thing that they've done, which, you know, we haven't seen before. They've been doing more stuff this year than ever before for like giving out stuff for free, which is cool. Glad you enjoyed it. You got better at riding the motorcycle. Yeah, the trees were my major enemy, not hordes. It's true. I didn't get it. I'm doing the multis now. Well, that's the thing. Like with the next set of 50 tickets, you have to remember, even if you did get unlucky with the first one and you feel a little bit like dissuaded, like if you want the new unit, because obviously if you want other units off the banner potentially, like if you really want like Tech Vegito, for example, then it would make more sense to use the tickets to just do multis on like the Omega thing. But like if you really want like Gogeta, for example, specifically, like if your main goal with the ticket is to try and get the new character, doing the 50 ticket 44% thing is the highest chance for you to get them. The chance of you getting the new character by just doing the multis is a lot lower than 44%. So if the main thing you want to try and do is get the new unit, then doing the 50 ticket 44% thing is what you should do with the rest of the tickets. Do you think they will release a new banner on Part EX? I mean, it's definitely possible. I hope they don't, because it's just yet another thing to summon on. And I'm already at the point where, as you can see, like we got some more stones today, right? So I'm back up to 187. But if they drop a new banner, like, I'm not exactly getting a lot of summons on it. So I'm kind of hoping that they don't. We've still got a little bit more content to come as well. So should probably be back up to like 300 stones by the end of the week. But again, I don't want a banner dropping when I've got like 300 stones, right? Okay, so I am going to get the data download stuff up here, because I do still very much need to do that. Just get a video about the data download stuff done and have it out sooner rather than later. So that means I need to get the chat up on my phone, because I won't be able to see it on the screen. Hopefully August DFE is a skip for Tanabata replacement. Same with the Peppy Gals banner. Yeah, the Peppy Gals banner thing is one of those like typical things where it's like the new units can be kind of good, but they're never really like must-haves. But usually the cool thing is the fact that we'll get the easy A's for like the older versions of those units that came out. So this year it should be the easy A's for Physical Fascia and Int Chili should be the easy A's. It should keep getting nothing. Did enough of rotation tonight, and it's just so discouraging. Yeah, I know, it sucks to be in that situation when you're on like the low stones and like it's like top grossing comes in, and it kind of gives you that feeling of like, well, it's like this is, and I've got another 50 stones, like I've got another chance here, but am I actually going to get anything? And then when you don't, it just makes it even more disappointing. So yeah, I do get that. Especially when you have bad luck for like a few months in a row, it definitely can be discouraging. And it's one of those things, I get it, like when we talk about it and stuff, and you know, I say to people, it's like, well, you know, it's a gacha game, unfortunately. So by playing a gacha game, you kind of have to accept that sometimes you're just not going to get good luck, and it can happen multiple celebrations in a row, especially if you're like free to play. It can be really tough. And it's one of those things that, like, I know that doesn't make it any better. Like, it doesn't help to hear that. But, like, unfortunately, that just is what it is. It's the unfortunate side effect of gacha games. At least we have things like pity and stuff now. But, yeah. I've been playing the game so long now that I'm numb to not getting stuff. Sure, it sucks right away, but I'm over it by the next day. Yeah, exactly. Like, for me as a content creator, like, I try and get all the units. But with the private server being a thing, whilst it's not something that I want to use like all the time, and I do obviously want to have stuff on my own account and make my own account as good as possible, it means I know that like if I don't get the new unit that comes out with the budget that I allow myself to use, then at least I can still make videos on the unit using the private server. Although that being said, annoyingly, it's not working properly at the moment, and I've tried a few different things to fix it, and it's still not working. So, because yeah, that version of it to download is still the same, so it's not. I can't get a new version of the APK. I'm sure Minato said it wasn't working for him either. If I don't get the Gogeta on the second 50 tickets as banner, I'm going to stop summoning until the 11th anniversary. I mean, yeah, that's the thing, is as much as it's not really fun and people don't like to hear that, like, if you're free to play, now that they've separated the celebrations out by almost exactly 6 months, so it's like anniversary and then 6 months later GDC, And so then 6 months later anniversary, 6 months later GDC. If you're free to play, the anniversary and the global Dokkan campaign literally are like the only times you should be summoning. And I know that sucks to hear because, like, obviously if you're free to play, like, all you hear from that is like you just don't get to summon for like 6 months. But unfortunately, the anniversary units are usually always the best. The previous anniversary units return. The new difficult content comes out where you want those units. Like, if you think about all the units that came out between the actual 10th anniversary and now, the only characters really that will have really benefited you to have gotten is like Tao's team is really good against the new tough events. But like every other character that came out between now and then, like you think about how the Golden Week units, even though Hit was good, he wasn't anything like earth-shatteringly crazy. Like, I don't have him, so I haven't actually tested him out against like Rose and Zamasu. I'm assuming that he probably does okay, although he's not a unit that would be good against AoEs in like his first turn. So yeah, realistically, none of the units that have come out since the anniversary are like must-haves now that we're here at the GDC, right? Like, some of them are really good, like Kale and Caulifla are really good, but like they're not must-have units. So even though it kind of feels bad to be like, okay, well, the anniversary's over, now I don't get to summon again for like 6 months. Realistically, most of the time, there isn't much that comes out during that time that like you really need to have. And the thing that sucks the most, I guess, is most people get into the game not obviously because it's a gacha game, but because it's Dragon Ball and they like Dragon Ball. So the thing that sucks the most is when it's like, you know, halfway between the anniversary and the GDC, for example, and then a Dokkan Fest comes out or a Yellow Coin LR comes out for like your favorite unit, your favorite character in the show, and the unit is good. And then obviously that means you want to summon for them. But yeah, then it means if you do, especially if you're free to play, then it just means you're massively like undercutting the stones that you're going to have for then when the next big celebration comes out. So that's why it's good that they are doing more of this free stuff. Like Dokkan Day, having the free tickets for those filler Dokkan Fest and Yellow Coin LRs is really cool, because it like sort of lets you scratch the itch to summon a little bit. And like some people obviously did get lucky and pull the new units off those free tickets. So I think it's really cool that they are doing stuff like that. Obviously for me, like so far we've had the free tickets for, was it the, we had some for Golden Week. So if we had some for Hit and Kaioken Goku, we had some for Kale and Caulifla, we had some for TN, and we had some for Tao. I haven't pulled any of the new units off of any of those free tickets, but I know a lot of other people have, so that is pretty cool. All right, let me get this stuff ready that I need here. Let's get cracking. I should have. I've been yapping. Been taking too much inspiration from Minato from the podcast. So I've just sat here yapping away. Okay. Now with Heroes gone, my stones will last a little bit longer. Have you signed the petition to rename the Birmingham airport into Ozzy Osbourne International? I haven't, no. That would be quite funny. Alright, so we want this up. Right. Okay, let's get this done here. Hey guys, Marsengan here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle video. And so today, we got the data download on both versions of the game for the upcoming EZAs and a couple of stages and other stuff that is going to be dropping. Most of this is coming out tomorrow. I haven't looked through all of the dates here as we're going to go through this data download thread. Some of the stuff might be spread out a little bit more, but some of this stuff is coming out tomorrow, including the EZAs. So shout out to Proton, as always, our goat here, for putting together all the information in the handy thread. Make sure you follow him if you use Twitter to get all this information in this nice, handy and easy to digest fashion. So you can see here, Global Dokkan data download for today. We got the GT sub EZAs, the Shadow Dragons EZA. So they didn't actually tweet out the details for them. So now that they're in the data download, we can finally see what they do. We're going to show that here in the video as well. I haven't looked at them yet, so it'll be interesting to see if they are any good. Obviously, because they will be another interesting piece for Omega's team, giving him the Shadow Dragon links, and big bad bosses. That's going to be pretty cool. Perfect Cooperation Team Battle Stages 5 and 6. The Super Extreme Z Battle Destined Rival Saga 3, which is the 2 Super Saiyan 4s, and then Super Extreme Z Battle for STR Mega Shenron. Battlefield 91, and then a wallpaper, which I bet we can see the images here. Yeah, there it is. As I suspected, right, like people were talking about the new title screen that is the like Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta versus Omega. It looks exactly the same kind of style as the like Gogeta versus Janemba, Gogeta versus Broly, like Vegito versus Zamasu. Like it looked exactly like that kind of art. So I knew straight away when we saw that title screen that we would probably end up getting this as a wallpaper. And we will indeed. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, we got the sub EZAs. These all drop tomorrow. This is 6 AM UK time because it's GMT. We're in GMT +1. So tomorrow morning, this is the usual time that stuff comes out. So we've got the sub EZAs. I have already seen a tweet from someone once the data download dropped who's looked into the files, and seemingly they have not fixed the issue for these guys to actually be run in events. So these guys are just basically dead on arrival, which kind of sucks. The GT sub EZAs, Pan and Trunk, these 4 here do actually seem quite good. So be interesting to see how we get on with those once they're in the game. Then we got the Int LR Shadow Dragons EZA medals. These become available at 8 o'clock. This is 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. This is when the Battlefield comes out. Now, the medals will still be obtainable, I imagine, from the shop, unless we're going to check the upcoming missions as well to see. But just like the Barbary and Dabura, someone pointed out, I think it might have been, was it Bringer? It was either Bringer or Weeb yesterday pointed out that the Battlefield banner says, like, collect medals to Extreme Z Awaken the Shadow Dragons. So a lot of us thought, oh, are there going to be missions from the actual Battlefield to give these medals? But apparently it just said that on the Battlefield banner back in Golden Week last year when Barbary and Dabura EZA'd. It said the exact same thing on the Battlefield banner for them, and you still had to just buy them from the shop with Battlefield memories. So unfortunately that will probably be the case with these guys as well. The only good thing is Battlefield has been giving out a few more memories recently, and there's been nothing worth buying. Like obviously Anarasa is terrible. Like, so I've managed to build back up a decent amount of coins, so Battlefield memories. So we should be able to get all of these and EZA them straight away. Then stage 5 and 6 of the team battle. This is out tomorrow early as well. One of the new missions on the panel board to get some more of the rainbow tickets is to beat one of these stages, so this will be available to do tomorrow. Then the Super Extreme Z battle for Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta. Super Extreme Z battle for Omega Shenron, all out tomorrow morning. And then yeah, Battlefield 91. This doesn't have the date on it, but I'm assuming it's the 8 o'clock, same as the Shadow Dragon medals availability. So this should be quite fun. And then yeah, we've got the wallpaper for the Global Dokkan Campaign Part 2, completing a certain mission from the challenge event, Team Battle. So Team Battle event's out tomorrow, so if you beat all the missions, it probably is, I think it was similar to the one in Part 1, it'll be the mission that's just beat all the missions, right? So once you've done all of the missions, you will get the Super Saiyan 4 versus Omega wallpaper, which definitely looks pretty cool. And then yeah, we've just got some of the scripted events because you are fighting the GT Goku, I think, in the stage 5. So yeah, like it's quite a short thread, but obviously it's a lot of EZAs, sub EZAs, all that kind of good stuff. So let's go ahead and take a look at the Shadow Dragons here and see what they do. Like I say, I have not actually looked at these guys properly yet, so obviously they've got a GT Bosses lead, which isn't really important. Their 12 key super greatly raises attack for 1 turn, colossal damage, lowers attack and defense, and their 18 key super greatly raises attack for 1 turn, mega colossal damage, and greatly lowers attack and defense, and has a high chance to stun. So no defense on super. Okay, interesting. So then we have their passive, key +4, attack and defense 177, GT bosses allies 3 key and attack and defense 40%, per GT bosses or extreme ally on the team. Okay, that's good, because obviously for the Omega team it's not necessarily just going to be full GT bosses. Attack and defense 30% and damage reduction 7%. Oh, okay. And it doesn't say self-excluded, so if you've got the full 7 members, because it includes the friend as well, that means it's going to be 7 times 7 if the whole team is extreme. So that means they're going to have 49% damage reduction. When all allies are extreme or GT bosses, attacks effective against all types, and all allies attack and defense 17%. Okay, so GT bosses are going to be getting 57% support from them. When attacking with 12 or more key, attack and defense 77%. When attacking with 18 or more key, attack and defense 77%. 24 key, they get a critical hit 77%. And when the target enemy is attack down, defense or defense down, they get key 7 and attack 77%. And then they still have the same active skill, which is just key +7 and debuffs the enemy's attack and defense can be activated from turn 7, which is not great, but I mean, that's the thing. Active skills we know don't change with EZAs, so debuffing the enemy is pretty good on the events where we can do that, especially against like Rosé. So they seem like they could be interesting. 49% damage reduction is good. They do get a lot of stats like when attacking, so they're not necessarily going to be great against AoEs, but I guess with Omega, you got to remember as well, actually, 49% damage reduction, but if you're running them with double Omega leads and both of their passives are active, then that means they're actually going to have 69% damage reduction and quite a decent bit of defense once they've super attacked. And they're going to be providing Omega and the other GT bosses like Texin, STR, Omega, they're going to be giving them 57% attack and defense. So they seem pretty good. Not like anything groundbreakingly crazy, but they seem like they will be good for Omega's team, which is the whole point, right? That's what we want from them. So they seem like they should be pretty good. And so then let's take a look at the missions. So these are all the upcoming missions. So we got a ton of the EZA missions. So for Super EZAing and Extreme Z awakening all these different characters, because there are a lot of them to do. You're going to get a lot of Hercule statues back, because I know, especially for newer players, the primary complaint for EZAs is like how much does any they cost. So we're going to get a bunch of those. Now, the interesting thing is there's missions for getting the sub-EZA medals, which I believe give you most, if not all, of the medals that you need. Because of the sub-EZAs requiring the EZA medals for these characters. But all of them seem to be clear the Extreme Z battle under special conditions. So you've got beat it under, this is level stage 30, so the Goku Vegeta Super 1. Remember, this shouldn't count for the Super EZA, so you've got to switch it back to the normal EZA version, and you can basically just replay stage 30. So beating it in under 2 minutes 40 gives you the bronze medals. Beating it within 6 minutes and 44 with a superclass character of each typing gives you the silver medals, and then extreme class character of each typing gives you the gold medals, and then just beat all the missions related to the support campaign gives you the rainbow medals. So it should be pretty straightforward to do these. The superclass one, it's funny they give you so long, because superclass enemies get massively reduced damage against this EZA. Like the whole point of the Super Saiyan 4's EZA is you're supposed to use extreme characters, so that will take longer, I guess. Oh my god. So then we have the beat the Omega one as well. So these are the normal, they're missions for the normal EZA versions. So the normal EZA versions of the Super EZAs are giving you the sub EZA medals. So that's interesting. Then we got Dokkan Special Day, because obviously that'll be on the 30th, which is 2 days from now. So a bunch more of the GDC coins and some free stones. You've got the Team Battle events, so clear stage 5, clear it with no items, clear it with 6 Inhuman Deeds characters, and then clear stage 6 with no item. Oh, actually no, you've got to use a Senzu Bean and clear stage 6 with a Shadow Dragon Saga team. And then yeah, defeat Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta once in stage 6 of the challenge event gives you the Gogeta and Omega wallpaper. So that's pretty good. Then we have, okay, yeah, these will just be the Super EZA ones. Yeah, so the Super EZA missions, just to help you get the Super EZA medals a little bit quicker, so you don't have to beat the Super EZA, was it like 15 times? You can get the missions done. I think if you get all the missions done within like 5 runs, then you get all of the medals for that as well. So pretty good. And then we can already see on the home board, but the panel missions I've already updated. 2 of them are still left as unknown to get the last rainbow tickets, but the other one is clear phase 1 of stage 5, which I think we already mentioned. This stage will be out tomorrow. So we'll be able to get 2 more of the tickets, and then we've only got 4 more to go in order to get the final tickets for those free summons. So again, we talked about this on the podcast, right? If you want the new unit, if you want one of the 4 headliners, doing all 50 tickets for the 44% chance is the highest chance that you have to get the new unit. If you aren't necessarily prioritizing the new unit, but you want other characters, like for example you wanted to pull extra copies of Tech for Geo, then using the tickets to just do like normal multis on the Omega banner is obviously the higher chance to get, well, because you can't get Vegeo with the 50 tickets anyway. Well, actually no, I think you can get a random, can you get, are they all just unfeatured? If you want the new unit, you do the 50 tickets. Even if you got burned in part 1, right, and you did the 50 tickets and you didn't get the new unit, it's still the highest percentage chance to get them. So hopefully people will get lucky if you did not with the first set of 50. But those won't be available until these last question mark panel missions become available, which will probably be related to the new event that they mentioned in the news today, which is based on the survey results that they put out on Twitter where people voted. It's going to be a 4-phase event. No items will be allowed, but the enemy won't have like restriction abilities, so seemingly no like locking and sealing and all that kind of stuff, but you won't be able to bring any items. So that should certainly be interesting. But yeah, that's all the stuff in the data download. So plenty of missions, plenty of EZAs. All of this stuff is out tomorrow for the most part. Obviously these, whatever's related to these 2 missions aren't, but tons of stuff out tomorrow, including all the EZAs. So there's going to be loads of stuff to be testing out. Should be quite interesting. So let me know what you guys think. What are you most looking forward to from all of this stuff in the data download? Let me know down below in the comment section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one. Alright, there we go. So that's all the data download stuff. The Shadow Dragons seem pretty good, I have to say. I wasn't expecting them to be like super crazy or anything. The main thing is just that hopefully they will be good for Omega's team. And it seems like they will. So but yeah, what do you guys think of the Shadow Dragons EZA? Because I'm trying to think, like, the best Omega team after we get the EZAs is probably going to be, I mean, you're probably still going to want Rose. I mean, I probably still want Rose. I probably still want the Int Rose as AGL Rose as well. Like, you're probably going to end up with this guy on the team because he seems good. And then them. I mean, that's the thing. If like STR Omega is actually useful against enemies that can be attack lowered, like maybe STR Omega would just be better to have on the team instead of Nova. Because as good as Nova is, and he hits really hard, he doesn't have big bad bosses. Obviously Sin does. So like everyone on the team has big bad bosses except for him. So maybe the best version of the Omega team would be taking him off. And just having this. Because then your floating units are going to be STR Omega, the Int Shadow Dragons, and AGL Rose. So your rotations are going to be STR Rose and Zamasu and Omega and Sin. Shadow Dragons not having defense on Super. Well, I mean, that's the thing, is they kind of do have defense on Super. This is the thing. Like, they don't have defense on their super attack effect, but in their passive, they get 77% damage, 77% attack and defense when attacking with 12 key, and then another 77% attack and defense when attacking when they have 18 key. So essentially, they just that is them getting defense on Super, kind of. But realistically, the better thing about it is it means if they get sealed, they actually still get the defense when they attack, because it's when attacking and not when supering. Right, so I need to upload that. Yeah, it's kind of funny how like the 3 units here are at this point, like as of right now, are just like unrunnable. Hey, shout out to, is it Eureka? Eureka Ooved? I can't really tell. But shout out to Eureka for the raid over on the Twitch side. Only problem is I have no idea what to... No idea what to do for a thumbnail for this. Actually, yeah, that's probably the easiest way of doing it. Like the Super Saiyan 4 edit of you in the bottom corner. Yeah, this is art that Mario, shout out to Mario as always for all the great channel art, but this is an overlay that he did for me back when, well, this is a new one obviously because it's got the anniversary Gojira on it, but the actual art is from back when Full Power Super Saiyan 4 Goku came out, because yeah, that's the full like version of it, which I did have an overlay with that on it at some point. Right, so create new. Put the text on it now as well. But yeah, I think the Easy A's, if we include the Shadow Dragons as well, I think the Easy A's overall are relatively good. The big problem is that like none of them are really stand out like super amazing. I think, well, like some of them have the potential, I guess, but obviously the people are always going to be disappointed with the Easy A's that come out and aren't like, oh my god, this is the new best Easy A in the game. There's always going to be that level of like, okay, well, they're not as good as they maybe could have been. But I think the thing for like GT bosses and like, well, not GT bosses specifically, but like for Omega's team, and like GT Heroes, those teams already have like at least half the team already sort of like picked out for you if you have all the units that you would want to run. Like you have the Super Saiyan 3 to Super Saiyan 4 Goku from the anniversary, you have the 7-year Super Saiyan 4s, obviously you have Gogeta. So like having these EZAs, only like 1 or 2 of them being like sort of runnable on that team is what we need, right? We're not like we're not building the team from the ground up, and like needing all of these EZAs to be good. Obviously some of them could have been a lot better, that is true, but you know, I think so far in terms of like unit quality, the celebration has been good overall. Like I don't feel like any of the units have come out and are just like, okay, well this guy's completely unusable. Except, ironically enough, the STR Grade 8 Goku and the In Grade 8 Baby, because they technically are unusable in like half the content in the game. It's not even half, it's more than that. But alright, so that should be going up now. We need at least guard, they'll be okay filling for Omega's team. Sky's playing like the Whis rewind, but Proton is the one coming down. That would actually be funny. Maybe I have to make something like that for the future. But yeah, I mentioned it in the video, of course, but yeah, shout out to Proton for the data download thread. Always very helpful. Okay, so there's the link. Obviously, even if you guys were here when we were recording the video, do open up the link and let the video play. Drop me a comment, let me know you were at the stream, and let me know what you are most looking forward to from the stuff in the data download. And I will make sure to heart all of those comments. Okay. Oh. I wanted to try out this, well, I guess this. I wanted to try out this team, but like, obviously, considering how old he is and everything, nobody has the Super Saiyan 3 Goku set as a friend except for Prof, because we set it for, was it Drace yesterday? So obviously nobody else has it set, because why would they? Nothing is out today. No, all the content is tomorrow. A lot of it's dropping at like 6, so in like 21 hours from now. Alright,
let's do this.
So make sure we're not on auto, because that would be real bad. Broly team had better synergy. Yes and no. There was like the couple of Brolys that obviously, like the 2 main headliner Brolys obviously worked well together because they didn't have the same name. But like, the problem is he had the sort of extreme team lead, but like Broly's not good with other extreme characters, which has always been the problem with Broly. This Raki on this turn is so bad. Like, I'm literally not going to be able to super with Super Saiyan 3 Goku, which means he's probably going to get destroyed. You gotta love that. Damn, they take 90. That's crazy. With guard as well. Bruh. Yeah, last year Amatsu remembered the same name problem, but then not this time. Shout out to Electrical for the follow over on the Twitch side. I can set one for you, not Rainbow though. Yeah, that's all good. We take what we can get when it comes to the when it comes to the Dokkan friend system. We can't choose to be picky. We just have to. If the right unit comes up with the right lead that we're trying to do, then that's what we have to work with. Yeah, uncontrollable power. I mean, the team was very good, don't get me wrong, but like, I'm just saying, like, I don't see a huge issue. Well, I mean, I guess even if the Broly team was better, I'm just saying I don't think Omega's team has an issue with synergy. Like, the Omega works really well with Rose, who's really good and is probably like the best unit on his team. All the like AGL Rose, the STR Zamasu Goku, like they're all supporting like all extreme enemies. It doesn't matter that like they're not all like Realm of Gods, for example. Yeah, I think the synergy for Omega's team is really good. Okay, well this is awkward. Goku got that dodge in slot 3 though, so that's nice. We're on 8% health though. That's good. Yeah, we need a new Wrathful Broly for sure. It's been way too long. I mean, like the fact the Broly movie came out 6.5 years ago and we still don't have a standalone Blue Gogeta. It's kind of crazy. Man, I was such a huge fan of this STR Goku when it came out. Oh. Very much is dodge or die here, though. Let's go. Oh, God. I think Raffle Broly would be an LR or a TUR. I mean, I could see him just being like a filler Dokkan Fest or like a New Year Dual Dokkan Fest with God Vegeta or something. Not like a super high level release. Because even though he is cool, he isn't like the big hype money maker like Broly form. So my guess is probably TUR. I mean, he could be a random like yellow coin LR, I suppose. But yeah, I think he could be a filler Dokkan Fest or a dual Dokkan Fest for like New Year's or something. Well, at least we could get some health back this turn. Gogeta with the super counter, although annoyingly, of course, that buffs Rose slightly. Hey, they both supered in slot 1, and Gogeta's like, nope. As if God Vegeta will ever get a new unit. I know, right? We've got the one God Vegeta who got a really disappointing easy A, and then that's it, right? Yeah, that was like, it happens all the time, but those like the God Goku and God Vegeta EZAs is probably one of the most egregious examples of like the Goku cards always being better than the Vegeta cards. Because like God Goku's EZA, because of the stages that we had at the time with like the red zone, the red zone for movie bosses and stuff, like the EZAs for them at that time basically made God Goku like one of the best units in the game for the difficult content. And then Vegeta's like, Vegeta just got nothing. It was terrible.
Alright, let's do this.
Dokkan original final Frieza final form, Cooler final form, reversible exchange. Yeah, that would be cool. Basically like a summonable reverse exchange version of like the physical free-to-play one. That would be cool. I've gotten the 30% chance to fail counters every time with Gogeta. Oh no. I think I've had maybe one instance where he hasn't countered a super for me. Oh well, this sucks. Goku is really bad in slot 1. Like he has less dodge chance if he's in slot 1. Like you don't want him in slot 1 basically. So that's fun. Although it's only one Rose attack and then Zamasu healing, but bit of a yikes. Yes, Jaren's Goku, because this one had a dupe. So I thought we'll use the one that's got the slightly better possibility. And hey, still went ahead and got the dodge, so we take that. Pan's one of those interesting characters, her banner unit. She's good, really good with the support, but like, turn 1 especially, she can get absolutely crushed. Obviously, love the fact that Tech Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks is basically just invincible to these guys' super attacks, which is nice. But yeah, the Super Saiyan 3 Goku getting locked in slot 1 is not really what we wanted, but what can you do? Yeah, of course he's going to Super Goku at the end. But we get the dodge, so Blue Goku doing what we need him to do there on the team. Good, good. Okay, good. The rotation is exactly how I want it, so we don't even need to worry about the locking, so that's cool. Although, not a lot of key for Gogeta, I guess. I should just do this. I need to... Oh, I can't do that. I can't do that either. I have to do that. So that drops down, yeah, otherwise Goku doesn't get a super. Stupid Goku. Finally beat the mission execution mission for DB Red Zone. Nice. Gogeta super counter again. Let's go. Damn. 200k. I want to see Zamasu super Gogeta and him counter now post super. See how much his counter does. Bro, Gogeta's animations are so good. But yeah, it's Gogeta dead. Don't see that very often. Yeah, exactly. It's Gogeta countering Rose is suffering from success because then he gives him a buff. Because it is only a 200% leader skill as well.
All right, let's do this.
I just wanted to use Super Saiyan 3 Goku and him be relevant again. Although, let me see, what does he actually have any? Does he have any 220 leads? Yeah, he's on full power. Goku like constantly needing 3 ki in slot 3 is really annoying. It's another rainy day. Yeah, it's a bit cooler here now. Damn. Oh, was that the AoE? Because yeah, what is okay, yeah, because he's on Earthbred Fighters, so he is on the 220 for them. You understand me if I say the mainland? I mean, that's not a... I don't think that's something I ever hear anyone say. Let it rain, at least it's not warm. Yeah, it's been a lot cooler the last few days, at least. Still warm though, I will say, but...
All right, let's do this.
I just wanted him to be good. Again, one day, but... that SCR Dragon Fist Goku probably doesn't really have any chance of being properly usable again until he eventually gets an EZA now. Goes to 105 degrees Fahrenheit here. Damn. Yeah, that is pretty crazy. Okay, so we need you to give you the extra buff. You've at least got, what is it? Is it saying Warrior Race that gives 1 ki? And when am I getting an extra ki from something? I'm running double of the same leader. Like, how am I getting more ki at the start of the turn than I was before? Oh, nice one, Goku. Love to see that. Actually had a good starting turn, like a pretty decent rotation. I was hoping we could see Super Saiyan 3 Goku actually do something, and then just instantly die in slot 1. Let's go.
All right, let's do this.
Okay, so grab those, grab those. like 15 degrees right now or something. Yeah, it's like 18 here, I think it said. Something like that. Which, considering we have had days where it's been getting up to like 30 or 31 in the last couple of weeks, I will quite happily take that. Yeah, it's crazy like how much stuff there's going to be to do tomorrow. Because it's like 2 separate Super Extreme Z battles. And then I guess to beat the missions, you've got to replay stage 30 of a couple of the EZAs. Like 2 or 3 times to do the separate missions. But then, yeah, we're going to have like 10 new characters. I think is it 10? I mean, it's literally on my thumbnail. Yeah, we're going to have 10 new characters to use. Although really only 8, because 2 of them you can't use in any of the events. So they don't really count. Well, that's the thing. Like, how am I even going to do videos? I mean, I guess you can use them in the Divine Wrath and Mortal Will, so we can use them in the new Extreme and Super like boss rush stages. But that's kind of like the only place you can really use them, which sucks. Yeah, I want to see like the Super Saiyan 3 Dragon Fist Goku on a turn where we've got like the Super Saiyan 3 links for him, and then like AGL Gogeta active skill or something like that, and see how good he would potentially look. Yeah, Easy A, Great A Baby versus the stage 1 story mode. Finally, a worthy contender for his power. Which is unfortunate for him, because like the baby, his EZA does seem like it actually could be quite good, maybe, on Omega Scene, but can't run him on anything remotely relevant, so they definitely tag who the leaders are in the team for the leader skill. It's basic changing the check condition to only ban them if they are leaders. Yeah, I don't know the like coding specifics or anything, but you think like the game must know, the game must have a way to know like which unit is the leader of the team, because then that's how your leader skill gets applied to the team. So yeah, you would think there should be a way that rather than the unit being banned from the event completely, there's just a thing where it's like if it's the leader of your team then it's banned, but seemingly not. Right, Goku with all the supers. What is a category that desperately needs a new leader skill? Bond of parent and child. They literally still only have the Vegeta and Trunks. Yeah, you all expect too much from a small indie company. Cut them some slack. True. That is true. We got to give them a bit of a break, guys. They only make like billions of dollars a year from Dokkan. We need to chill. Great. Great key. Yeah, the Vegeta and Trunks that didn't get an EZA, exactly. The only leader for the category, and they could have got an EZA. I still think they will in Part 3. Part 3 is going to be Vegeta and Trunks Easy A, Gogeta Easy A, and then AGL Super 17 Super Easy A. Yeah, Goku and Gohan reversible exchange. Redo the Tech Goku Gohan LR from the Cell Saga Golden Week. So it's like Goku and Gohan together fighting Cell. Then you can Easy A the Tech Goku and Gohan LR to be on the team. Because they'll have a different name. Because, yeah, that active skill of, like, Goku and Gohan doing the Kamehameha and then Gohan going Super Saiyan 2 is so good. Oh, good. Live tomorrow. Yeah, it'll be live tomorrow in the morning for the getting the Easy A's and some of the new stages and stuff done. Neon will one day do a mission for Earthbred fighters, click Tech Vegito, not get the mission done and then get confused. Wait, what? But he is on Earthbred fighters because of Goku. What do you mean? Why are you trying to confuse me, MX? What am I missing? What have I forgotten? Good. Love that. Wonder how much Bandai is in control with certain things the games do. Like if Famitsu wants to do something and then Bandai is like, nah. I mean, we don't know how regularly, if ever, that happens, but that is a thing, right? Like, people always, like, I know it's a meme more so than it is serious, but, like, people always blame Famitsu for stuff, but, like, guarantee there will be stuff that Bandai or Shueisha or Toei, like, are specifically say, like, yeah, you can't do that, like, even if they want to do. Like, we don't know how often that happens, but yeah, there will absolutely be stuff that they're just not allowed to do even if they want to. And we're ready for Goku to get absolutely obliterated here. Oh, he's meant the leader skill. Right, right. Well, I mean, technically, if there was a mission, I would still get the mission done. Just the leader skill is not Earthbred fighters. $5.4 million. Let's go. When the unit that needs to attack first gets supered in slot 1. Not really surprising. Yeah, Big TX, how's it going? Okay. I mean, that's not the worst rotation lock ever. I mean, by default it is, because rotation locking is the worst thing ever, but still. Any rotation lock you get is the worst ever, because it is the worst thing ever. Pretty sure there's a clause somewhere saying Vegeta must be worse than Goku. I mean, sometimes it's, you know, sometimes the Goku card is better than the Vegeta card. It happens very rarely, but yeah, we just need standalone Orange Piccolo. Just get the team that made standalone Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta to make a standalone Orange Piccolo. I think we can all agree that would be peak. Okay. Dodge, good. UI's going to dodge, obviously. Oh, God. Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Oh, no, it's the gods. And they're post-super, yep, so they're fine. Oh, I thought he was supering in slot 3 then. I didn't see the dodge cut in come up. I was like, well, it's not good. But yeah, there are no attacks in slot 3 for Kid Goku. Oh, God. Well, rip. How much is he taking? 1,000,000 damage from a normal attack. That's crazy. From a not built up at all, Rose does 1,000,000 damage to Tech Goku in slot 1. Bruh. I still can't believe I beat this team with the Daima Vegeta team. Yeah, so looking through a bunch of the units that released, like some of these teams that came out this year are the teams that we were taking into these tough events and just absolutely destroying everything. And now, like, you just can't. Like with the same teams, I mean.
All right, let's
I wish Bardock would be good in this event, but he's probably not. I think it's hilarious we got anticipated 2 blue Gokus almost back to back and they don't do enough things from the arc that everyone remembers. Yeah, because Goku doesn't have the rage against a Marcel-like thing. Kaioken Goku for Golden Week was disappointing. Doesn't have like the scream in his active skill, which is really stupid. And then yeah, Vegeta actually has the Rose beatdown thing, which is what everyone wanted. So Rose's surely going to super in slot 3, so Bardock really needs to be there. Which means floating off Gogeta, which isn't ideal. Well, I mean, it doesn't really matter because Vegeta's going to instantly die here anyway, so good. Good stuff. Oh no, he only took 430k. Okay. Unlike the Goku that took 1,000,000. But then he got supered, so you know. 1.6 million. Okay. I think the 11th will be themed movies. There are so many movie character EZAs in line. Yeah, I think so. We got like the Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. There's the superhero stuff.
All right, let's do
Yeah, I
this.
think a movies themed would be good. Need new missions, run out of challenges, bar the long battle. Yeah, this is the... Oh, god damn it. This is the thing that we keep saying, like, it would be so easy for them to just add missions to events, like existing events. Just add a bunch of missions to them. Like, it's really not that hard. And it gives you that time. Like, because we've got stuff coming out tomorrow, but, like... Jeez. Good old rotation locking. I mean, we literally had a rotation where we didn't have any slot 1 units, so I don't know what we were hoping was going to happen there, really. Clutch dodges, maybe.
All right, let's do this.
Another turn with no slot 1 units on the rotation. Good. I wonder how, like, absolutely horribly murdered Bardock gets in slot 1. I imagine it's quite bad, but I want to see. 652k, okay. I mean, he's only getting 170 lead as well from the LR Gogeta, so... Like, could I actually get a turn with, like, my slot 1 unit on the rotation? Oh, okay, yeah, we'll get a turn with both the slot 1 units on the same rotation. Yeah, that is probably the wildest thing about Fusion Reborn, and obviously not something that we'll see in any of the games, understandably. This is... you got to be kidding me. So, we finally get a rotation. We've got both of our slot 1 units on the turn, and... there are no attacks in slot 1. So, in theory, it doesn't even really matter, like, who's in slot 1. That's so stupid. Now, Vegeta's going to get hit with the AoE, so he is going to get some key, so I'm going to do that. Because I don't want him to do his AoE. Yeah, ask and you shall receive. It's like, when am I going to get my slot 1 unit? So then it just gives me both of them at the same time. It's like, yeah, it's like me, give me a slot 1 unit. No, not like that. We need Daima to just rip off the Band-Aid and release LR Adult Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. Yeah, I could see them being like part 1 of the 11th anniversary, because unless they're going to be Tanabata, but I feel like it's 11th anniversary now for Daima. Gogeta's got some pretty good OST. Yeah, turns into base with no super attacks. I mean, that's the perfect like reversible exchange unit for like down the line, where it's like Vegeta first, and then the animation that comes up when it's time for them to do the reversible exchange is the Bulma threatening him thing, and then that's when you can then exchange into Goku. Although that's the kind of thing that would really make more sense if it was just a normal exchange, not reversible exchange, where like you have to exchange then, like that's the animation, because obviously he does stop. But yeah, even with a good like starting rotation, we still got absolutely destroyed. I wonder if we can make a good like. Can we make a good full power team with Gohan? Probably not, because none of the GDC units apart from Omega are on full power. That's crazy. I don't know why, but for some reason I thought Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta was on it. Well, that's probably a terrible idea. Don't want to cook those Daima units, wait till the anniversary, but if they can't wait, we may get Super Saiyan 4 Daima Goku that isn't the new best unit in the game. I feel like we could get the mini Super Saiyan 4 Goku sooner, and then we get the adult Super Saiyan 4 Goku and the adult Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, like I say, for the anniversary. I could see that being a thing. The Ku boss fight. Oh, what, is it difficult in Legends? I was going to say, because I'm not sure if that's any relevance to the series. Is it just a like reference to something in Legends? I think I made this team potentially to try this stage. The 11th is TOP, the community. Oh god, yeah. If the 11th is Tournament of Power, man, people would go crazy. Anniversary, but have a standalone Vegito. Yeah, I could see the 11th anniversary, if it's not movies, being standalone like Blue Fusions. Because, like I said, we still don't have a Blue Gogeta. And then, yeah, standalone Vegito Blue. God. Can Gotenks actually even go slot 1 in this early part? I mean, he's getting AoE'd first, so he's going to get hit first regardless anyway. But... I was going to say, if the very first attack of the turn is a super, that would actually be kind of good. Oh, wait, yeah, no final trump card, ally. I was like, how did Gotenks take damage? But, yeah. How is Bro not on final trump card? Surely the father-son Kamehameha should count for that. Yeah, it's like, oh, he should be fine. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, this team. That team will be fine. But yeah, that's the crazy thing, is how many teams are just absolutely power crept by this event. Like, looking through all these teams that I've got built and how good some of these teams are in general, like in theory, and then we take them into this event and they just get absolutely destroyed. Like... That's my link level team.
do this.
Of all the billion categories, Super Saiyan 2 Gohan gets, final trump card isn't one of them. Yup. Summonable coup unit you use in PvP is like you mix Omega's fight, Peppy Gal's red zone, and you getting stunned whenever you get attacked or attack him. Oh god. Yeah, that seems crazy. God. $32 million for the tech clone. That's crazy. I love the clones, but yeah, then this event is an interesting one. We tried it a couple of times with the clone team, but like some of them are just really not good against AoEs. And yeah, he hasn't supered yet, so I didn't dodge. The tech clone, okay, never mind. The tech clone action broke the Zamasu super, which is very good. Yeah, with items the clones can do it. We've got the support memory up, so... Let's see if we can get that. Obviously, the two rosés giving the. Bro, come on. He's got a 90% chance to dodge. 90%.
All right, let's do this.
Zamasu is the annoying one in the fight. Imagine if you buffed Rosé even more. Could stun you when he normals and healed Rosé. Yeah, that would be pretty brutal. %90 of 0 is still 0. True. I just want to see if we can do it, even if we have to use the items. Yo, Danny 3D, how's it going? Ibrahim, yeah. And for the stream, we are going to be wrapping up in about 10 minutes. We'll be live same time tomorrow, though, to do all the new stuff, the new Easy A's and everything. Start trying out the new units. Just trying to have another attempt at doing the clones. I mean, I think we know with the items we can win. I've seen people do it with like with a Whis item even, but I thought it would be good to use the Sensu Bean just for getting rid of the irritation that is the rotation locking. But hey, the AGL clone actually dodged. Let's go. That's what you get for getting the 44% summon ticket. It's the Dokkan balance. True. I'm then about to unironically run Int Baby in the GT Legendary Goku event. Well, apparently they can be used in the Divine Wrath and Mortal Will stages, which isn't terrible. For like the Extreme and Super Boss Rush stages that they just added are kind of fun, but... Okay, it's actually a pretty good rotation as well. Apart from no physical orb, so that the physical one can get guard. It's kind of annoying. Yeah, the SDR clone is like, I think, one of the worst ones on the team defensively in terms of like, for like the AoEs and stuff especially. The SDR clone definitely a bit of a liability. Oh boy. Standalone Vegito, standalone Super Geo. Transforming Namek. Goku will be fire in the 11th anniversary. I could see, with Namek Saga, I could see 11th anniversary being... We've already talked about standalone fusions, we've already talked about movies potentially. Obviously Daima. 1.6 million, okay. Blue Gogeta, yeah, there are literally no standalone Blue Gogetas. Even though the movie came out 6.5 years ago, they've never made a standalone Blue Gogeta. Will the super attack equips ever be good? Probably not. They're useful as like a side effect, like an extra effect to one of the other ones, I guess. But yeah, they're not really ever going to be ones that like you would prioritize or anything, I suppose. Those Dokkan Cooler edits about to become canon with What If Cooler active skill. Wait, which ones? Possible to spam all these fusions in one celebration. Oh yeah, they're not going to do all of those in one thing, but yeah. I could definitely see like the 11th anniversary being standalone Vegito Blue, standalone Blue Gogeta, because they haven't done a standalone Vegito Blue for ages anyway, even though he does have them and Gogeta doesn't, but they haven't done one for a while. This percent for Gogeta saved the GDC. Imagine if it was 4 Gogetas. Like Japanese me ones where they slap Cooler into every super. Oh yeah, I've seen some of those. Like Birdcoo's active skill, but it's Cooler. Yeah, it's interesting. So that person that used to do all the one that I always saw getting retweeted, the person that would always do all the Paragus edits. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to wrap up the stream there, guys. We will be back live tomorrow morning for all the EZA stuff, the new events, all of those good things. I guess just one last thing before we go. Ray in the Twitch chat got a question. Would you recommend chasing, trying to get a mega, or just save? I don't know if I would necessarily chase the units for now. Like, I guess it depends how many stones you have left, and also especially whether you're free to play or you spend or anything like that. I probably wouldn't go crazy chasing them, especially if you have some of the other units from the GDC already, because there may be another banner for like part 3. I don't know. Like, we had the anniversary EX brought out the Super Saiyan 3 time of Vegeta, and then the celebration that was the Tanabata in JP is going to be in like 2 months, so I don't know if it's necessarily a good idea to chase them. I suppose it also depends like how close to pity you are as well, because if you can get to pity, then potentially it's worth it, but it just depends. Also, yeah, we are going to get the second lot of 50 tickets. The rest of the tickets will be available by the end of the week, I believe. So then if you use that 50 ticket summon for Omega, you have a 44% chance to get him. So I'd say, yeah, maybe wait until then. But yeah, no, this is essentially the worldwide celebration. The worldwide celebration has become the Global Dokkan campaign and moved up to earlier in the year. And then the celebration that was the Tanabata that was in July for JP is now going to be in September for both versions. So we have to see what that's going to be. But yeah, that's going to be it for the stream. I appreciate everyone coming out. Make sure you hit that like button if you have not already. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. Give a follow if you are over on the Twitch side. And I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.